How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Whiskier. We have a very special video today. Local distillery here in Colorado Springs called Private Label Distillery. This place is so special to me. It's the first time I ever tasted whiskey in my life. 3 years ago was here at this place. Says that they're open, so let's go inside and warm up because it is cold. So right off the bat, when you walk inside, you're greeted with all the products that they have here. A lot of it's distilled, aged in here, but there's Snova vodka. I want to talk about that bottle real quick. It is gorgeous, and it's only $20. That was one of the first vodkas that I took home with me, along with all the rest of the bourbons that they have here. So that's what you're greeted with right when you walk in. This is the main bar where you can get waited on. There's actually 2 bars on the 3rd floor, which we're gonna see in a little bit, but it's super cool that they offer they show you all their offered products right here. While you're sitting down enjoying a pour of whiskey, you can see the bottles that it's coming from. It's just such a unique experience, and what a great bar. It's beautiful down here as well. Craziest part about this place is if you're in the Colorado Springs area, I guarantee you've missed it and you drove past this plenty of times. It's kind of in like this industrial area. You'll see it's just a giant metal building that they made into a warehouse / bar. I know the owners, this was always their dream to have a bar in their aging, where they age their whiskey as well. They used to be located up in the Aurora area, but it was strictly barreling and aging. So now they opened this place up and it is just so cool. You're gonna see for yourself, just come on. All right, y'all, come on. Look at how special this is. $200 a day, this entire space is yours. You get private bartending services brought up to you. This is a great space for events, retirement ceremonies, like I said, just awesome time. But look, if you wanna catch the game with the guys, if this place isn't rented out, this is another great spot to come and enjoy your whiskey. I mean, look at that. I've seen birthday parties, I've seen so many great events here. It's just a great and awesome space. And I also wanna point this out too, everywhere you're at, on every floor, you get a view of the barrels. Now, these are stacked up really high. On the 3rd floor, you're gonna get an insane view of what all this space looks like because it's much bigger than what you're seeing right now. Now, another great thing that I've seen, I've watched a couple of UFC fights in here. Epic atmosphere, okay? When you got a bunch of men and women in here that are big UFC fans watching it on the big screen, enjoying a spirit of your choice. I don't think that can be beat, guys. I just don't. All right, now we're about to go somewhere that I just saw for the very first time too. Come on. It just keeps getting better. Like, they have so many different secret rooms I had no idea about. So let's go to like the speakeasy here. Now, we have your very own karaoke room. You wanna sing karaoke? Imagine, just think of this. They got vodka here, they got rum, they got an agave spirit, they got whiskey. That's what we're all about, is whiskey. Imagine you, big group of friends, having some drinks, enjoying your time, and have your own private karaoke room too. Like, this place is insane. It's wild. It's crazy to me. All right, now we get to this is like an adult arcade, an adult fun zone. This is the 3rd floor, 3 floors of this amazing place. This was a spot that so many great memories I have here with a bunch of my buddies that are gone now, moved to different states. But I remember running games on the ping pong table here, the foosball. This actually used to be downstairs on the 1st floor. I'm not good at that at all, especially when I got some drinks in me. But 2 pool tables here, and I see they got a brand new air hockey table too. So again, just a cool place. Like, we're all adults, but we still have a little kid in us, you know? We like to have some fun, so this is a great spot for that. To top it all off, one thing, all of us can leave our mark when we come here. So got a little challenge. I'm putting mine right by the ping pong table right when you walk into the 3rd floor. If you make it down the Private Label Distillery, try to find whiskey right here. Send me a picture over on Instagram. All right, so whenever you're done with your arcade, this is another bar spot that you can order more drinks. You don't have to walk all the way downstairs, but if you do order downstairs, they'll bring it up to you. This is a great spot though when you're on the 3rd floor. There's dartboards here, another big screen TV, and come check out this view. Is this not a whiskey lover's paradise? I mean, look at how high, all the way down there, how high these barrels are stacked up. It's just gorgeous. I love the smell in here. I wish I could sleep in here every single night. I wish I can steal all these barrels and bring them to my house. That would be fantastic, but just look at that. It's just so cool. And at different times of the year, they have different colors. Right now, they got the turquoise going, but during Christmas, I see red, green. It's just a special place. I love this place so much. Any of you cigar fans that like to pair their cigars with their whiskey, they have cigars for purchase here too. This place got it all. They got it all. Now we're getting into the outdoor spot. During the summertime when the weather's nice, it's just such a cool place to enjoy. Right now, unfortunately, you can't see it, but directly in front of me is Pikes Peak. And I think This is probably one of the best views that you can get from the city. I mean, just imagine you're sitting at the table, whether you're on a date, whether you're with your friends, and you just see the giant mountain behind you. It's just so cool. Right now they got it decorated. They got the fire pits out, like just a great environment outside as well. If you don't want to sit inside, if you're an outdoorsy person, I think this is a great option for you too. So the karaoke room that you saw is pretty new, pretty special. On the 3rd floor is where they host special events. They do stand-up comedy nights, they do salsa, trivia nights. All that is hosted on the 3rd floor as well. Make sure you follow Private Label Distillery on their Facebook and Instagram. They're gonna post those updates on when those nights are so you can come out, bring your friends, and just have a great time. All right, so if y'all thought that the inside of this place was absolutely fantastic, then they also have a food truck out here too. We're talking about Bees Barbecue Company, and Miss Osa inside recommended that I try the pulled pork quesadillas. Yeah, that's it for us.
Sweet.
All right, y'all, so now that we saw the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd floor and all it has to offer here, we're going downstairs into that barrel room and we're gonna taste some exclusive special reserve stuff. We're gonna meet with the brand manager, film it all for you guys, so we'll see you there. I've never been down here to see it from this perspective.
So,
How many floors high is this?
3 floors.
3?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Here we go. Pulled pork quesadillas from Bees. It's a habanero barbecue sauce too. Let's check it out. The quesadilla is great. I don't really think you can mess up pulled pork putting it on a quesadilla with some cheese, but this sauce has to be some of the best sauce I ever had. I'm gonna finish this up. I want to get right into this tasting, y'all. Let's go. We got some tastings with us tonight, right? And I hear we got some pretty special stuff. What do we got that you know of?
We have a reserve here on hand for you and different blends we thought we'd try with you guys. 6 years aged. And I thought we'd start with the high rye.
High rye, and what's the proof on this? I think we have one really high proof. Is this it?
This is 140.
140 proof. So we got a hazmat pour. Personally, this is gonna be my first time ever drinking something that high in proof. Let's get this one poured up. High rye, aged 6 years. That sounds amazing. Thank you.
Hope you don't mind if I taste with you.
Yeah, of course. Let's do it. Smells high rye. All right, so aged 6 years. One thing I want to talk about really quick too that I think is so unique, and if you watch any of our bourbon hunt videos, you know anytime I come across this bourbon, I'll talk about it a lot, but this is one of the fancier bottles that they have with the spigot inside. It's blown with a glass blower makes the inside, which is so unique. Such a great bottle. Even when it's empty, I think it's something great to use as possibly a decanter or just, you know, another talking piece on the shelf. So cheers, let's get into it.
Cheers.
Yeah. On the nose, it's definitely a higher rye, you know? Smells really good. Get a lot of that baking spice. That is so sweet. Wow. Isn't that good?
Really good, I love it.
So sweet. I'm not getting 140 proof off of this. I definitely taste some proof, but not 140. Like, that is shocking to me that it's that high proof. And for those of you higher proof fans, you know, once it gets to like 135 plus, like you're diving into some pretty special stuff.
Yeah. They're really proud of that one.
That is so good. I would be too. That is fantastic. I'm proud of it. It's not even mine. I'm just proud I got to try that. That's great. Oh man, that is really good.
So these are rare 30-gallon oak barrels from Minnesota.
Okay.
And Barrel Mill is the company, really renowned company.
And y'all are using them for all of these barrels?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah. New American white oak, charred, everything the same. And I do want to point out too, this is all MGP for the most part, especially this brand in particular is MGP. But what's great about MGP and a lot of different bourbon companies, even if it is MGP, the grain, the juice, it's not the same. This is aged in Colorado, whereas you might find some MGPs are aged in Texas, Florida, every state imaginable. However, the altitude up here with how cold it gets and how hot it gets in the summer is gonna bring a big difference to these barrels and the juice inside of it. So don't just sleep on MGP just because you think it's all the same. It's really not. And I know from personal experience, this is definitely not your typical MGP. It's just such great stuff.
So our rye is actually 95% rye, 5% malted barley.
Okay.
That's the mash bill in this one.
Okay.
Yeah. And we got that down to a really good smooth mash bill, I think.
Yeah, it tastes amazing. You're absolutely right. It's so good. And another thing I want to talk about too with the MGP is like Nate was saying, a lot of craft distillers, which I love supporting. And what's so great about craft distilleries is they're in their experimental. A lot of them are in their baby stages. They're still taking those little steps, trying to figure out what they want and what they want to have in the future. The thing about MGP is they've already got that down to a T. They've mastered some of their recipes and these blends that they have. So if you love Kentucky bourbon, if you've had some good MGPs, I promise you aren't going to want to miss out on these either. Come down to Private Label, look at your local liquor stores here in Colorado, find out if your state can get this shipped to you, and enjoy. It's so good.
American Single Malt is next, and this is our new series, hand-crafted bottles.
Yes.
Each bottle is hand-blown.
And I want to show the camera this too really quick before you pour that. If you can see on the inside of this one, just like that one has a spigot, this has a full-on barrel. It's a very hollow bottle. I could stick my whole hand in it just because of the size that the glass blower blew this barrel. But another really unique bottle that you can have on your shelf with an actual glass barrel inside, like so cool. And I'm super excited for this one too because y'all know I'm still diving into American Single Malts and I haven't had one from here yet, so this is exciting.
Awesome.
I got a pro bartender pouring me pours tonight. Can you beat that? Come on.
That's how we do.
Oh, I like this. Here's what's so cool with me diving into these a little bit more. I'm starting to prefer the nose on an American Single Malt almost over a lot of bourbons, especially ryes. It's hard for me to really love a rye on the nose, but this smells fantastic. I don't know if you get it, but like some chocolate, some strawberry, it's just so good. Like a cake almost. You're baking a cake, you smell the crust. It's crazy. It's pretty good.
The sweet notes in there for sure.
Yeah. And the proof on this one, again, I think we said is 100
128.
128, almost 129 too. So that's definitely the highest proof I've had for an American Single Malt. Let's see what it's all about. Whoa, that's really good. That is really good. That's unique. You definitely, I know I'm drinking American Single Malt with this, but the sweetness that comes from this, it feels like maybe 95, 100 proof that you're sipping on, but it's actually 128, which is crazy. And I love that when something just tricks you, deceives you. It's like, hey, this is what we got in the bottle, but wait till you try it. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk a little bit too about what an American Single Malt is for those of you bourbon and whiskey fans. I would recommend trying an American Single Malt because you'll hear it's along the lines of Scotch. The reason people say that is it is 100% barley. So yes, it is just one single malt. It's a single product that's going into this. However, the thing is, it's not the peatiness, the smokiness that you get from Scotch. I still get, if not more than some whiskeys, a lot of sweetness in this. It's so smooth. I get almost in every single American Single Malt that I've tried, that chocolate covered strawberry. It's just fantastic. So if you're a whiskey and bourbon fan and you've heard the term American Single Malt popping around, but you're like, ooh, I'm not a Scotch drinker, trust me, I'm not either. I have yet to find a Scotch that I enjoy. American Single Malts I really love. And I actually have bottles in my collection now as well because I love it so much. So go ahead and try it for yourself. And now this one, standard.
Moving on to our bourbon.
Okay.
And this will be a bourbon low rye.
Low rye. I like that.
We specialize in char blends. That's part of the fun.
Yeah.
When you're mixing the char blends and coming up with good formulas and good recipes. That's where a lot of the magic happens.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm so excited for this, y'all. This is the place that got me started into bourbon and whiskey in general. I found this place on accident. A buddy of mine who'd been trying to get me into whiskey for a long time. I was drinking light beer. I'm like, dude, no, I don't like whiskey. That's terrible. He was like, please, let's try to find a place to go to. Or let's go on a tour. I was like, all right, cool. So I called this place, Private Label Distillery, and I was like, hey, are y'all just like a barrel company or do y'all have a bar? What's the deal? And they're like, yeah, come down. And at the time, I think this was almost 3 years ago, came down here and I started drinking with the whiskey sours.
Yep.
Whiskey sours, the whiskey smash.
Famous whiskey sour.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And, that's what kind of got me started. I still got a little taste of whiskey. However, it wasn't overpowering for me. So I was like, oh, this is really good. And then I moved on to an old fashioned. And then my buddy was like, hey, all right, now after coming here for like 6 months, and he was like, all right, now you got to try it on ice. Tried it on ice. And then now I started drinking neat. Like this is literally the place that got me into whiskey. So
that's awesome.
I'm pumped that we're going to get to try what I know as their whiskey, but a special reserve of it. That's so exciting.
Thank you. And we're honored. And thank you for the great reviews and coming back, and we're expanding our products. So
I know,
we're
I'm so
excited.
pumped. Yeah, I'm so
for more
pumped for
people
y'all.
to come back here and have a good time.
Absolutely. All right, so next, like I said, we're trying the regular bourbon here, but 126 proof, super pumped for this in the special bottle. Come on now. Oh, it's so good. So sweet. It's a good, now this tastes a lot like the good MGPs, like a quality MGP that I know. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this.
It's a high corn. We do a 99.
I can taste it
corn.
in a sweet corn, though. This is so good.
Exactly. Adds to the smoothness and flavor as well. Yeah, we're really proud of that one.
Yeah, this is special, man.
Really excited for that one to be in the market.
Do we have a plan or an idea of maybe how long these will hit the market?
That's always a plan in the works, right? Constant works, but very soon.
Okay.
In the next year. Next year, I'd say.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's good then. All right, so last but not least, we're gonna dive into another higher rye whiskey. This one's gonna come in a little over 129 proof. Again, just look at that bottle. It's just so beautiful. Look how dark. And you know what's great about this? You know that it's dark juice, good looking whiskey, because there's no black or any label behind it. It's just the color of the juice. It's fantastic.
Thank you. You're absolutely right.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but they recently just got their Glencairns with their logo on it, with the mountain in the back, Pikes Peak. So awesome. Oh, this has my favorite nose. Yeah, this is definitely the winner for nose of the night for me. This is just fantastic. I don't know what, it's a lot of white sugar on this one. You know, a lot of times you'll get that brown sugar, a lot of different cinnamon even, but this smells like white sugar, just so sweet. It smells like a sweet candy. All right, let's see. Ooh, yeah. It's following suit for sure. Definitely on this one, out of all of them, I'm getting a nice sweet oak on this as well, like the great woodiness to it. This is just so good. This is so smooth. And a lot of times people are, what do you mean by smooth? This just goes down so easy. I'm not getting the, I didn't get them from any of these. However, you know, a lot of times, especially in higher proofs, you're gonna feel it in the back of your throat. For this one, I'm not getting that at all. This is probably overall nose, taste. This is my favorite one of the night. This is great.
Excellent.
What was your favorite?
Probably the bourbon as well.
Yeah, this one was great. You know that, but this hazmat was pretty fantastic too.
Was. I like them all for different purposes, and I love that we have distinct tastes. For each one.
100%. I think y'all probably have the best bottles, one of the best bottles in the game too. Like,
awesome.
You know, people are always gonna, Blanton's of course, there's a couple other big brands, but have you ever seen anything like quite like this before? I'll take them both up to the camera real quick. So here's the barrel one on the inside, like a glass blower blew this too, like the detail that goes into these bottles, and the spigot one as well, like, first of all, how unique. Not only is the outside of the bottle, typical, but the inside, I've never seen something so cool on the inside of a bottle before, so this is just something great to have on your collection and your shelf. All right, y'all, so thank you so much for watching this video. This is literally the epitome. Everything that I wanted to start this channel was based off of videos like this. Supporting our local distilleries, our local stores. Again, this place is, it holds a special place in my heart because this is where it all started for me. If it wasn't for y'all, realistically, this channel would not exist.
Wow.
Y'all being so kind to us every single time. They started to know my name, the stuff that I liked whenever I came here at first. So it's been so great to film here, taste some of the special products. I'm so thankful, and I really appreciate everything that y'all have going. Yeah, of course.
Pleasure.
All right, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. If you'd like a whiskey or shirt, go ahead and drop your size in the comments. We're gonna get a big order coming in soon. Appreciate y'all so much. We'll see you next time.